Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the F4 Championship. Final round of the season from Summit Point. I'm James Parfitt, and I'm going to be taking you through all the action here of the season finale. Let's bring you up to date with the scores on the doors at the moment. Maddie Richardson has pretty much wrapped up the championship. Guy Robinson can win, but Maddie would have to basically DNF. So that's the only way Maddie can lose this one, is DNF, get no points. Even down in 9th place, he still gets 28 points anyway, so that would put him on 268, which is out of reach for Guy Robinson, but Guy is in 2nd place with Sebastian van der Hovel in 3rd, Ross Wheatley 4th, then Stefan Mellis, Steve Webb, Alexander Mikkelsen, Ivan Chalupka, Michael Chiodi, Eduardo Batista, Adrian Hadfield in 11th, down to Luke Tunison in 12th, and everybody else who hasn't really spin here this season. The track itself, well, we're at Summit Point, 2-mile circuit. Very, very short indeed. Lap times of 1 minute 8:09 at the moment from Matt Richardson on the board currently. So hopefully we will see whether or not he can hold on to that pole position spot. With 10 drivers on the racetrack here this evening, being the last one of the season, we will look together and put together season number 4. So if you are interested, join the Discord down below, and we'll be up and running with 2.5 minutes left of qualifying. Let's have a look at our current pole man, Mr. Orange Army Racing, Matthew Richardson, sitting in 1st place at the moment, as he's going to be heading over the line for what will be another lap here as well. The circuit, I like this circuit. It's very, very interesting indeed. And we'll take it on board with a lap with Maddie now as we start going into turn number 1. See quite a high-speed turn number 1 going in through 3rd gear. Then it's going to be the run up through Wagon Bend, which will be a left-hander uphill. Again, you don't really want to be too wide here if you can help it, because you will be in trouble. 110 miles an hour, Maddie runs a little bit wide. Now dropping down through the chute, through the right-hander. Oh, he's not going fast enough. That does not help whatsoever. But we'll trundle on round in through the hairpin, through the left-hander. Then it's going to be for the carousel, the long looping right-hander. Standards are still on. No, they're not, Craig Jones. I already know that one. I've taken it off already. Done that. Through the carousel. Then it's going to be up through the S's. This left-hander. Then this fast right-hander. And then coming into Paddock Bend, the final corner on this race circuit here as well. Drop down the hill, go down the right-hander, dub the brakes, get it under control. Now Rick round there at 105 miles an hour with 1 minute 10 on the clock. Really get time for the other lap. That's going to be the thing here for Maddie Richardson. 133, 35, 37 miles an hour, top of nearly 140 miles an hour. Down into turn 1 he goes, through the right-hander, 68, 60 miles an hour, should we say, then out of this corner, up through Wagon. It's going to be very fast and very frantic. The drivers are less than a second apart between the whole field. So we're going to have this whole group literally harassing each other all the way down this circuit. Down the hill he goes, in through the right-hander on the chute. Now going to hit the brakes into the hairpin, down into 3rd gear for Matt. 60 miles an hour coming through. Is he going to dub it down into 2nd for this one? Nope, keeps it in 3rd through the right-hander again. Long looping carousel. Tie it up over the curb on the inside. Just dub the curb on the outside. Now through the right-hander again. It's a long, quick run here at Summit Point. And these drivers, I'm sure, are going to give us a bit of a show here with them, as I say. Less than a second apart at the moment. Oh, Maddie's got it messed up the final corner. Oh. You can see there on your screen 8 tenths between 1st and 10th place. So let's hold on to our hats here and see how this is going to go. Leslie Simpkins has just grabbed pole position on the final lap. 108.713. Absolutely amazing lap from Leslie there. Goes and takes that pole position away from Maddie Richardson right at the end. And poor old Maddie's going to have to settle for 2nd place here. Ivan Chalupka just comes over the line. Takes the checkered flag. And parks it on the right-hand side. So we'll bring you up the grid when it changes over sessions. And then we'll be able to bring you the grid here tonight as well. 35 minutes with a pit stop. Let's not forget, they will have to go into a pit stop for fuel. So they've got to make sure they can get that right and time it right. Otherwise, it's going to all go wrong. We've got suggestions in the Discord for some tracks for Season 3. And I do mean some suggestions that have come in already. We've had Oran Park, Miami, Adelaide, Nürburgring GP, Brands Hatch, Interlagos, VIR, Road Atlanta, Donington, Spa as a night race. Then we've got Red Bull Ring, Mugello, Barcelona. Didn't like Barcelona. Cota's too long for me. Imola, Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, Cadwell Park, Hockenheim Ring and Miami. So a couple of other suggestions. Suzuka, Circuit Aragon. There's lots of tracks that has got to be considered for next season. So we'll get together with the guys and have a bit of a chinwag. But here is the grid for round number 8. Leslie Simpkins will be on pole position. Matthew Richardson in second place. Ivan Chalupka third. Michael Cioni fourth. Then Philip Grussing, Ross Wheatley, Adrian Hatfield, Steve Webb, Stefan Mellis and Guy Robinson. And that will be your grid for this evening. So let's keep an eye out and see how these guys get on. They're all getting onto the grid now. Just Adrian Hatfield and Stefan Mellis left. Stefan doing his favourite thing and joining late on the racetrack. He literally doesn't practice. He just gets straight on. I'm sure he just gets on and drives around once and decides that that's enough. I've had a go. Right. Excuse me. We've got 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Ladies and gentlemen, the final race of the F4 season is green, green, green. Leslie gets the machine off pole position, running down into turn number 1 now. And it is Leslie going to be taking that whole shot down into turn number 1. We've got Ivan Chalupka looking at spinning it 3 wide. He's going to go up the inside of Matthew Richardson. But Leslie makes it through, gets the job done, holds on to that lead. Through the right-hander they go. Now it's coming up into the left-hander of Wagon Bend. They're 2 wide further back. That's going to go completely wrong. Adrian Hatfield, Steve Webb, Headford moves him through, gets the job done over Webb. Just about hangs on there. And Steve Webb manages to stay in that 8th place. Guy Robinson's going to be looking at making moves, sitting second in the championship at the moment. Gets blocked off from Webb, but Simpkins under pressure from Richardson. Through the right carousel they go. They're going to try and run 2 wide now. Richardson hits a curve that allows Simpkins some breathing space here. Now through the right hand, up through the S's. Now is that run down into Paddock Bend? Is this going to be the change that we're expecting to be happening here down into turn number 1? And is it going to be Matty Richardson making that change? He's going to catch the draft straight away. He's going to be closing. You can see there in front of us, Simpkins takes the inside line. Richardson's got nowhere to go. He's going to try that outside line into turn number 1, hard on the brakes. Simpkins sends it in. Is he going to let it run a little bit wide? Give Richardson something to think about. Almost wheel to wheel. They're interlocking wheels on the run down into Wagon. Simpkins on the left. Richardson, orange-purple on the right. Oh, Richardson goes through. Matty Richardson takes that position away. Ivan Chalupka and Philip Grussing, they've just swapped places as well. Grussing's made a move on Chalupka. He's just gone through, taking that lead away, that third place, sorry. And then Chalupka and Chody, they're battling away. Big lock up from Hatfield in that hairpin. Now he's put himself under pressure from Steve Webb. Webb in there behind him from that another one from Orange Army. Still making it through, up through the S's to go. Hatfield runs a little bit wide. Now he's that run down again. Down the straight into Paddock Bend. Mellis is trying to go through at the back there. He has got Robinson all in front of him. Mellis can't quite get there, sitting at the back of the pack at the moment. But Simpkins again climbing all over Richardson as that run down into turn number 1. Simpkins on the right this time, Richardson on the left. Is Simpkins going to send it in deep? No, does not get the run around the outside. Going to try to cut back underneath. At the moment it's Richardson and Simpkins having a battle side by side going up through Wagon. Simpkins is going to try and duck underneath him again here. Got a bit of a better run out of Wagon Bend. Simpkins is going to jinking all over the side of him at the moment. Leslie Simpkins has just got nowhere to go. Tucks right in behind Richardson, and I do mean right in here currently. Underneath through the carousel. Simpkins has got the run. Richardson still there at the moment. See him just in front, now through the right-hander. It's going to be another run down to the line for Simpkins, I think, down into turn number 1. It's going to be a dab of the brakes, get it hooked up, show it into the corner. Through he goes through the right-hander. Now it's hard on the throttle. 120 mile an hour. Richardson takes that inside line straight away. 130. Simpkins is coming, gap's coming down. 110 for the moment. Now where's Simpkins going to go? Tries the outside line. There's Richardson. It's going to be a cutback underneath here again. Richardson's going to be hard on the brakes, runs a little bit wide. Simpkins is alongside. Oh, they touch it again. They're having a little bit of an argy-bargy, these two. Richardson manages to hold on once more. Chalupka and Grussing. Oh, Philip Grussing straight round. You can see the contact coming. From behind him. Can. Oh, Chalupka's front end plate just hit Philip Grussing there. Grussing is now a long way back, but Richardson and Simpkins are not. They are very much nose to tail here. Through the right-hander again, Matty Richardson is going to have something to think about. He runs a little bit wide. That's going to allow Simpkins through without a shadow of a doubt. Leslie Simpkins, the man, has got through. On Richardson, you can see Chalupka running out the background. He's just past Adrian Hadfield. Hadfield's tucked in right behind him at the moment. Mellis is there. Webb's there. Robinson's there, not really making inroads for the man in second place. Do you know, he could be under pressure here. This is going to be close. I might try to do some maths here because Ross Wheatley is not very far away from Guy Robinson. Guy currently is on for scoring. If he stays where he is in 8th place, he is on for 29 points. Ross Wheatley is sitting 4th at the moment. He's on 33. There was a little bit of an argy-bargy there between Robinson and Webb. Mellis took a moment and said, thank you very much, well, you two are having that. I'm going to go through. Webb's got a meatball. Not entirely sure how that one happened. How did he get a meatball flag from that? Oh, Robinson runs into him. Hadfield was slow. Robinson ran into him, unfortunately. Steve Webb's got the meatball. Might as well take a pit stop while he's there, get through to the end of the race. Simpkins still out in front, Richardson in 6 attempts back, Choke running around on 1.3 behind them. He's got 2.5 to Wheatley, he's got 2.1 to Chalupka. Now, these guys are going to continue to fight for the next 28 minutes. Adrian Hadfield, he's chasing down Chalupka currently, he's got Stefan Mellis a 1.5 seconds behind him. Hadfield just coming into turn number 1, into the hairpin, sorry. Through the right hand, a long looping carousel. There he goes. It's almost the same as that Road America, just a little bit more shallower. It's not quite as stretched out as Road America here. But Hadfield tucked in right behind at the moment. On board we go. He's going to pull Chalupka in 5 attempts with the draft. He's got to get the brakes, get it hooked up, get it rotated. Now it's going to be a full tuck in behind him. See if you can get there again. No Jordan this week, unfortunately Jordan's at physio. He couldn't brake properly. He said he didn't want to run into people and well, I can't use the word he wanted to use, he used, but let's just put it this way, it's a man's body, and run into anyone. But Richardson and Simpkins now 27 minutes remaining. Around Summit Point. Through the left-hander, in through the hairpin. Now that little carousel again. Simpkins still tucked in. Richardson gets a little bit of a tighter line. Simpkins still running out in first place. Richardson still tucked in behind him. He's got to try and close up as best he can here. There's a slight little lift going into that corner as well. Richardson lifted going into that corner. I am surprised that he did lift, but he did lift, closing in now 3 tenths. Raleigh Richardson, 108.607, fastest lap of the race for him. 109.315 from Wheatley, he's done his fastest lap. A couple of good fastest laps on there at the moment. 108.924, 109.168. Stefan Mellis, his fastest lap. Chalupka's fastest lap. Richardson through the left-hander. Hit the curve on the inside, bounced him out. Unfortunately, ran a little bit wide in through the gravel. Hard on the brakes, he goes, oh no! Raleigh Richardson has spun the car. Oh no, on board with him at that moment in time. Comes down into the hairpin. Just gets the braking a little bit wrong, slams on the brakes, the car says no. And unfortunately for Richardson, off he goes. That's going to spread him out now. Philip Grussing is tucked in behind Guy Robinson. Robinson's not having a good race currently. Sitting in second place in the championship, but unfortunately he's down in 8th overall. Dived into pit lane. Pit stop out the way early. Grussing's now gone through. Choke is in there. He's chasing down Richardson at the moment. 8 tenths back from him. 8 tenths back from Hanfield to Chalupka as well. Hanfield's pulled him in here. He's done well as Adrian Hanfield. Pulling in Ivan Chalupka. Chalupka's trying to get a hold of Wheatley. Wheatley's trying to get a hold of Chio. There you go, that's how you do it. Richardson staying off the gravel. You see these guys still fighting it out. Hanfield's closing now. Got a full head of steam in behind him as Adrian Hanfield. 24 minutes remaining. Don't forget they have got to make a pit stop. Robinson's back out on track. He's made his stop already. Steve Webb is with Robinson now. Both men have pitted. Tucked in through the right hander, in through the hairpin. There is Guy Robinson. Big puff of smoke from Robinson. That's going to bring Webb right into the back of him now. Through the carousel it goes. Now through the left hander. Through the right, these 5 guys battling away for the final place. Oh no, Adrian Hadfield. Was there contact with Chalupka, or did he just lose it all on his own? I think he lost it all on his own here. He's a little bit too far back, goes in too hot, brakes, and unfortunately the car says no. Round he goes for Adrian Hadfield. Steve Webb's got closer and closer here. He's not giving Robinson any time to think, any time to stop and move. He's now tucked in behind him. Coming in through Wagon. Webb in that orange-purple machine. We've become a marshal down the side, so if you know Steve from any of the Discords, get hold of him if you want to marshal at some of the racetracks. Steve does pretty much everything. I can't even think. He does everything. He's at Goodwood as well this year, Craig Jones. He's back at Goodwood again. Through the right hander. Now through the next right. Now through the left. Down into Paddock Bend. Steve Webb, Guy Robinson. Chalupka's close to Wheatley. Webb's tucked in now. Is he going to get that run down? Starting the straight. There he is. In behind the criminal chicken mask. Closer and closer and closer. I don't think he's going to get him this time unless he makes an exceptionally massive dive. On the brakes for Robinson. Through the right hander. Still got him. They're all slowly coming back together here. You see Choke chasing down Richardson. You see Wheatley with Chalupka. There is Wheatley. There is Ivan Chalupka tucked in behind him. To go through the right hander. This is going to be a run down again here. I think the gap might be a little bit too big here at the moment. 4 tenths back. Don't think he's going to get him down into turn 1. It looks like there's more smoke coming off here. People in the background. Nope, not this time. What about Robinson? They're still going full ding dong. Coming down into the final corner, into paddock they go, 21 minutes remaining. Oh, Webb got a good run there, 3.5 tenths at the moment for him. Tuck in behind him, I don't think it's going to be enough to get down into turn number 1 though before him. Robinson's going to hold the line. Robinson fastest lap, 109.435 for him. Chalupka and Wheatley have just swapped places. Got a funny feeling that's running down into the hairpin. Oh, Chalupka come from a long way, but Wheatley did get it wrong. Wheatley went in deep. Chalupka said, thank you very much. Now what's happening here with these two? Are they going to continue to fight? It looks like we're almost going to be in darkness here by the end of this race. 10 to 8 in the evening. It's going to get very, very spicy. Horizon though this time. Through the S's they go. Guy Robinson and Steve Webb battling it out for that final position. Robinson, the walk-in advert board for anybody who wants to stick a sticker on his car. There's Steve Webb in behind him. Webby now has got to try and get that run. He's 2 tenths back at the moment. Is he going to make this work? Steve Webb thinking. I think he should stay a little bit closer in that draft. I think he pulled out a little bit too early there. Through the right-hander at turn number 1. Webb tucked in behind Robinson. Webb in the orange and purple. Robinson in the black with stickers. Looks like Chick Hicks out of cars. Now through the left-hander of the wagon bend. Over the gravel. They both run a little bit wide. Spit gravel all over the racetrack. Ducking down through the chute. Webb still tucked in behind Robinson. Hard on the brakes they go into the hairpin. Robinson runs a little bit wide, does manage to get it back for the carousel. Webb's lost a little bit of time through that carousel now. Up through the S's, Webb, Robinson. Ryan Robinson holding on here. Half a second back at the moment. Webb's going to be about 4 tenths, 4.5 tenths. Gap's going to come down, he's going to tuck in. Now through the right-hander, 19 minutes left on the clock. He's going to pull it again here. Tuck in right behind him. Steve Webb pulls out again. I think he's too early. Yeah, it was. He's not going to make it there either. Robinson runs a little bit deep. Webb got a bit of a cleaner line through. Now it's going to be the run up to Wagon again through the left-hander. Steve Webb tucked in behind him at the moment. Guy Robinson's there. Webb's literally touching him now. He is so close to Steve Webb. It is unbelievable. Guy Robinson, sorry. Into the hairpin, hard on the brakes. Robinson, big puff of smoke. Runs a little bit wide into the carousel. Webb can't capitalise. It's not tucked in underneath him. Tries a tighter line going through the carousel to Steve Webb. Now up through the S's, through the left-hander. Webb 4 tenths back from Robinson at the moment. Now the run down that short, sharp straight down into Parfitt bend. Robinson running a little bit wide, spitting up a little bit of grass there. Not a tiny shot wide that was needed. Webb again, 4 tenths away. Seems a little bit quicker through that final corner, but just can't hook it up for the rest of it. Let's have a look here. Webb and Robinson. Robinson faster in sector 2, which is where Webb's losing it. Sector 1, Webb can't hook it up. Sector 3, still can't. Now through the left-hander of Wagon again here. They're going around his track very thick and fast. Webb gets a little bit of a lavetta line. Gravel spat at him from Robinson. Down the hill they go, in through the right-hander of the chute. It's going to be hard on the brakes into the hairpin again. Robinson slower this time. Through the right-hander of the carousel. He's going to try and hook in underneath him at the moment. It's Steve Webb. Over the curb he goes. Through the left-hander now. It's the right-hander on the run down the straight into paddock. He's 2.5 tenths back. It's about as close as he's been all race here. Tuck him right behind him. He's going to get a better run. Dabs it on the brakes. Robinson's rear left hits the grass. Now through the final corner. Webb's got a run on him out. He's going to tuck him right behind him, use him as long as possible here. Steve Webb's going to pull out. Is he going to get quicker and quicker? He's going to get out alongside at the moment. There is Guy Robinson. There is Steve Webb. Steve Webb goes through. Robinson, job done down into turn number 1. And Steve Webb is making inroads going forward. It looks like Stefan Ellis has had some drama, unfortunately. He did this all on his own, by the way. Through the right-hander. Oh, he's going in too quick. The backhand's coming round. Ready, and go. There we go. Unfortunately for Stefan Ellis, it looked like he might have got a little bit of a touch from Philip Russing there. He got a touch from Russing. Lightest of touches, sends Grussing over the grass. Now Webb's trying to break the draft to Guy Robinson. Mellis is in pit lane and been in and out. Richardson's in and out as well. He's pitted, he's down in 7th place at the moment, chasing down Adrian Hatfield, who's in front of him. Richardson getting the pit stop done around about 16 minutes. Simpkins is in pit lane as well. He's just got in. That means Michael Choate is going to be leading the race. It's quite interesting. And Richardson does go through. Now being set after Phil. Just seen go off the side of the circuit. Richardson, is he going to be able to get Simpkins? So that's going to be the problem. Simpkins is out of pit lane. Richardson is nowhere to be seen. Simpkins is going to get this out and done. Richardson's in the background, but Leslie Simpkins has got the job done. Adrian Hatfield still tucked in behind Richardson. Robinson still tucked in behind Webb. Webb's trying to break the draft. So going to get down into turn number 1. No, Robinson fastest lap. His fastest lap 1:09.309. Phil Grussing up behind Leslie Simpkins. Thompson, Grussing's not been in pit lane yet. Michael Cho, Ivan Chalupka, Ross Wheatley no pitted. Leslie Simpkins is the first one who's out on the racetrack who has pitted. Sitting currently in 4th. Cho goes into pit lane. Chalupka's in, Wheatley's in on the 14-minute mark. Now this should give Simpkins the lead back again. Grussing goes in. And Richardson effectively should be second. If he isn't second, well, then he's done a boo-boo. But he is. He's got second place now. Passes Ivan Chalupka. Michael Choate comes out of pit lane. Chalupka comes out behind him. Wheatley's going to appear from the backside there. He's got he's just got a penalty. Speeding in pit lane for Ross Wheatley. Adrian Hatfield's in pit lane. He's behind there he is. Phil Grussing has been passed by Steve Webb. Is he going to get past from Guy Robinson? Oh! I think there was a little bit of an indecision there for Robinson. Don't think he quite knew. Oh, Grussing, it comes. Oh, that's a spicy one to try and decipher. Robinson comes over on him. That's a bit of 6 of one, half dozen of the other, that one. I think Robinson comes over on him, but it does look like Grussing sends it up the inside, or he sees the gap and tries to go for it. Grussing now through the right hand, 12 minutes to go. We're going to be able to make this work. Can this be Matty Richardson's championship winning race? Looks like it will be. Steve Webb's through at Wheatley. Wheatley's back in pit lane serving his penalty. Unfortunately for him, that was speeding in the pit lane the first time. Now he's got to sit there painfully as these guys go past. He's put himself all the way down the order. That's going to jiggle some things up in this final standings. Phil Grussing, Guy Robinson. Robinson in 7th, Grussing in 6th. Wheatley is still in pit lane. Have you go in pit lane and disable it, stop and go becomes a lot so, tyres, tear-offs, whatever else they can have. That Guy Robinson's there. Carousel, 11 minutes to go. Close the doors and fighting against Richardson to get Simpkins. 108.688 from Simpkins, fastest lap for him. 108.629 for Richardson. 109.553 for Chioke. 109.112 for Chilupka. So the time gain there for Chilupka. Steve Webb, his fastest lap. Guy Robinson, his fastest lap. Lots of fastest laps happening here as well. Webb's just come out. Capitalise on him. Now it's going to be about a second gap. It'll be very, very spread out here if this carries on. Robinson's still there. Second back at the moment now from Phil Grussing. Grussing's closer. 108.497 from Simpkins. 108.783. 3 attempts gained back on Maddie Richardson. 5-second gap at the moment. Simpkins was in the pit box for 7.47 seconds. Richardson was 6.7. But it was about that Richardson come out and was behind Hadfield. Simpkins come out and had clean track in front of him. So unfortunately for Hadfield, unfortunately for Matty Richardson, that was the problem. The fact that he got stuck behind Adrian Hadfield. So yeah, unfortunately, he's gonna have to try and go again here. See how he gets on. Whether or not he can close the gap. 9 minutes to go though. That's very, very tough. Guy Robinson putting on a show again, chasing down Phil Grussing. Is he going to be able to get there? Or is he going to be stationed in that position where he in 7th? He's up 3 though, that's the problem. He's up 3 places, this Guy Robinson. Steve Webb's back in pit lane. Why are you in pit lane, Steve? Bit of a strange one to go. I have to go back in. Steve Webb on the exit. There he is. All the way down in 9th place at the moment now. Philip Grussing's there, Guy Robinson's there. Grussing and Robinson not very far apart. The gap's gone out to about a second at the moment. 8 minutes left on the clock for the final round of the season. Don't forget, if you want to get yourselves involved, join the Discord. Links below. Then you can get yourself involved in F4s next season. There you go, Craig, because you're not exactly busy. You know what I mean? You come and do some F4s, son. Right, unfortunately the cars are a little bit more spread out than normal. That second gap we had at the beginning where everybody's grid times was about a second apart from each other seems to have gone out the window. See Leslie Simpkins there for the Sausage Dodgers racing team. Awesome. Through the S's. Simpkins has come in and absolutely dominated this race. Let's just put it that way. Second place last time out. And that's going to put him on 70 points. That will boost him up to about 18th place. Depends what Grussing can do. Wheatley's a lap down at the moment. Still out on the racetrack though. Fair play to that young man. Guy Robertson's back in pit lane. I am wondering whether or not they've got to do 2 stops here. I think that could be the play, you know. Well, he had the fuel and didn't get it fueled up. He's back out. There's Steve Webb. These two are going to resume their battle. Oh no, not again. Oh, Matty, is this the same thing? Oh, it's going to be. Oh, Matthew Richardson. Same thing again. He's going to be absolutely kicking himself from doing the same thing over and over. First sign of doing it over and over and over again is literally you are got insanity. So unfortunately for Matty Richardson, it's gone a little bit insane. He's done 2 things the same. Michael Choate in the background, Ivan Chilupka behind that, Phil Grussing in behind them ones. But there's Choate, there's Chilupka, that's Ross Wheatley trying to hang on. Ivan Chilupka through the right hander now. Five minutes left on the clock. They're going to do about another 5-6 laps around at Summit Point. But Ivan Chilupka is there currently at the moment, sitting 8th in the standings, 15 points behind Mickelson. So that's going to all jumble up come the end of this race. But one thing we will know is Matty Richardson will take the championship. Guy Robertson should be in 2nd place. And Sebastian van der Hovel not going to hang on to 3rd. Oh, he might be in 5th after this. We'll see from when the standings come up who is where, but Simpkins out in front. One thing we do know, since Leslie's come in, he's given Matty Richardson a good old run for his money. Does that say Red Bull Poundland? Red Bull Poundland livery. Nice. I wonder where that originated from. Who come up with that one for Leslie Simpkins? 3.5 minutes to go. Simpkins through the right hander. Onto the straight. It's going to be a run down now through paddock. Got 11 seconds to play with. Michael Choate's just passed. Oh no, Matty again. Oh, same thing. Same thing. Oh no, next corner on this time. Oh, he's going to kick himself. Here comes Michael Choate. Through he goes. Poor old Matty Richardson. It's free in that little complex alone this evening. Oh. And Ivan Chilupka went past Matty as well. There goes Michael Choate. There goes Ivan Chilupka. Wow. Not good for Mr. Matthew Richardson. Making mistakes all over the racetrack. Michael Choate there, still in behind Ivan Chilupka. That's Ross Wheatley, lap back marker. There is Matty. Can he make through? Can he get through this section cleanly this time? Through the left hander. You've got. Oh no, he can't! Oh no! My silence is incredible, the fact that he's just done that again. Another lap after another lap after another lap. Lap 28, he did it. Lap 27, he did it. Lap 25, he did it. Matty Richardson, unfortunately, is not loving that corner. And then he did this at lap 8. let's not forget. This is him and Simpkins together for this battle for the lead. Goes in hot, car spins, and around he goes. All 4 of them he's done, not only in this race, but in that complex alone for Matty Richardson. He's got a dread going down here now. Simpkins is just about to come over the line. 1:22 might be the final lap. Can Matthew Richardson make it round the hairpin? Yep. Can he make it through the carousel? Yep. Matty Richardson there as well. Leslie Simpkins 1:08.849. On that basis, there's going to be one more lap after this by a few seconds. He can probably afford to slow right down, to be honest. He's got 15 seconds gap. He can bring it right down and make this the final lap if he wants to. Doesn't look like it. 37 seconds to get round the hairpin into the carousel. Simpkins 15 seconds out in front at the moment. 25 on the clock. It's going to be really, really close. Should make it, I think, about, what, 12, 7 seconds maybe? 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh! Crossing's over with 2 seconds to go. Stefan Melis has just closed in on Grussing. Mid-temps back. These guys are going to have one more lap. Everybody's going to have one more lap. Poor Matty Richardson, probably wishing he ain't got one more lap, to be honest. Ninth place, Guy Robinson. Had to go in the pit lane twice. Guessing he didn't fill up enough the first time. Melis, white flag. Where is our leaders on our way around the carousel? Leslie Simpkins is going to take the victory here. Coming down the hill through Paddock Bend for the final time. Chalupka's going to grab third, but it is Leslie Simpkins. Over the line he goes. Win, win, win here for him. He got a second place last time out. He took the win here this week. Michael Chio's going to come over and take that second place. Barring saying that, he's got to get over there first. Ivan Chalupka comes over in third. Oh, Matty Richardson, 4 mistakes in the same complex of corners. Does take the championship, but also, well, managed to get to the end of the race, which was good. Philip Grussing and Stefan Melis race down to the line for that 5th place. And Melis grabs it. Adrian Hadfield is there. Steve Webb comes over the line in 8th. Had a nice little battle with Guy Robinson. And Robinson comes over in 9th place. Absolutely amazing race in there from these guys. And you see Leslie Simpkins is your winner with Michael Cho in 2nd place. Ivan Chalupka in 3rd. Matty Richardson in 4th. Philip Grussing in 5th. Then Stefan Melis in 6th. Adrian Hadfield in 7th. Steve Webb in 8th. Guy Robinson in 9th. And then Ross Wheatley down in 10th place. Let's see if we can have a quick chat with Matthew Richardson, your champion, but the man who did not like the hairpin and the carousel this evening. 4 mistakes in that corner alone, Matty.
Yeah, not one of my proudest moments. Well, yeah, not good to do there.
I'd like to point out we saw them all, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Well, I think you actually missed out on one.
I did.
I just dipped a wheel onto the grass and went straight on. So, yeah, not great, but too many mistakes tonight. But yeah.
Look, you took the championship, that's all that matters, right?
Yeah, I guess so, but not even on the podium. I threw away the podium too.
I know.
Win.
Dude, I know. I can't.
Yeah.
I don't really know what you want me to say, mate. You're the one who made the mistakes.
Tyres were overheating. Tyres were overheating.
Could that be from the? Yeah, could that be from the first spin, the second spin, or the third one?
Yeah. Probably all of them.
Yes, mate.
But yeah.
Well, listen, dude. You look. You've taken the championship, so there you go.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, and Leslie definitely gave you something to fight about for the last 2 races.
He definitely did. He had quite a lot of pace today. I tried a different strategy. Tried to box the lap earlier to try and get the undercut, but unfortunately I got held up slightly behind Adrian. So
yes, I did.
I gained a second on him, but not enough, and then I made 3 mistakes.
Yeah.
So not great, but championship. So still pretty happy with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, I've just seen you go straight on at the hairpin.
Yeah.
Yeah, five goes round at going through that hairpin there.
Yeah, it was not my after Monday wasn't the best evening. But yeah.
Never mind, mate. You've taken the championship, so well done on that one. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
I'll shout out you, of course, for the broadcast because they've been good and nice to listen back on after the races, and I'll shout out everyone else who I've raced against because it's been really good this season. So yes, thank you very much.
No problem at all, buddy. You take care and we'll catch up with you soon.
Thank you. You too. Bye.
So have a chat with a good friend of mine, Mr. Stefan Mellis. Stefan, how are you? Or not? Didn't want to talk to me then? No, can't hear you. You are aware I can't hear you, right? Hold on. No, definitely not me. I've just heard Maddie. No, can't hear you now either. Still can't hear you. I do love it when people jump in and I can't hear a single thing they're saying. All right, let's put Stefan back up in the box. That's going to wrap it up, guys, for this season. I'm just seeing if the championship standings have updated. They have not updated as of yet. But I can tell you Maddie Richardson has taken the victory and has won the championship. There you go. They have updated. Maddie Richardson in first place. Guy Robertson in second. Then Ross Wheatley in third. Stefan Mellis got fourth. Steve Webb fifth. Sebastian van der Hovel got 6th in the end. Ivan Chlupka 7th. Michael Choke got 8th. Adrian Hatfield, Alexander Mickelson and Eduardo Batista got 10th and 11th. Simpkins moved himself up to 17th. Didn't quite beat Grussing. He grabbed 16th. Jordan Hadfield in 13th there. So a nice little battle. But if you want to get yourselves involved, don't forget, come along for next season. Join the Discord below as well. But I've been JP and I've taken you through all of this season. So I hope you've enjoyed yourself. And as always, take care. Have a great week. And you never know, we might see you on the track sometime. Good night.